We are going to get tactical on expired listings next with Ben Belack. So I've got my good friend here, mainline native Ben Belack, but now he is the Beverly Hills super realtor, and he has made a commitment to working expired listings in a price point that makes a lot of people feel uncomfortable. So why don't you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. Yes, I'm from the main line, and I kept my Blue Blazer roots. I wanted to represent. I'm not from Los Angeles, and I, at a certain point, wanted to get to a certain price level, start selling things $5, $10, $20 million, and I realized that I wasn't going to do that through my sphere of influence. So once I committed to the belief that the one thing that the sellers and I both agreed on was that the last agent didn't do a good job, I started really crushing the phones.
Well, and you've really taken it to a deep level, and what I want to talk about is a lot of people, they think the luxury expired listings, the higher price expired listings, like they're going to be hard to call. You don't want to call them, or you're never going to be able to compete. Now, obviously, you moved to a new market and did that. So what did you do to remove those limiting beliefs?
You know what? I created a powerful why with an emotion or a feeling that was connected to it, and I put it in my calendar. I started role playing with some of the best, like you and a few others in our ecosystem, and I started really studying what people say, and I just got out there and started hammering the phones, and I realized that like a $2 million listing has very similar seller interface as a $20 million listing. Obviously, you have to know certain things, and you can't just step into something like that. But the call, getting the appointment, it's all the same practice.
Well, and what he's talking about is being the professional and just following through and having a process, which I love. And Ben really made a commitment to role playing. I mean, little known fact, we are the only two role play expired champions from the Tom Ferry Summit ever right
in
now.
this video.
In this video. So he's really downplaying his traits, but this is no joke. So how did you build the skill? I mean, you talk about role playing, but people hear role play. I don't think they really know how to role play with the intention of getting better and converting higher, which some people just kind of go through the motions.
Sure. I thought that it was important to really study all the masters, like no matter what price point they were in, and then I took those scripts, I learned them, I had them up on the wall when I was calling and when I was role playing, and then from there, once I could recite them, in driving down the freeway in opposite traffic, which I don't recommend, I then was able to make them my own, and now the gold is in the improvisation. When I'm on the phone, improv, like the improv that comes out is where the appointments get set.
Well, and with the improv, I think it's really important. You got to know the script first before you go off script, and then you want to come back to the script with the same qualifying questions, which is really great.
Yep.
So you're listing a lot of expired listings. You're doing it at a tough price point. What advice do you have for someone that maybe wants to start doing this or has been maybe too afraid to start?
I would say practice on each other. Don't practice on the clients because it is a gauntlet. Yes. It can be very difficult. It can be demoralizing if you don't have the right belief structure in place, the right morning routine. But I would say lots of role play, and also don't judge yourself. My mentor once said to me when I started door knocking, I was really upset that I felt like I had blown this opportunity that I've been working on for a while, and he said, hey, there's going to be more expired listings to door knock. So don't put so much pressure on it. Just focus on the process and everything else will fall into place.
Love it. Ben Belack, follow him here. We'll put all his information up there. Thanks for coming on, brother.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.